Welcome back to the Able Farmer channel, guys. We are back here with the deer for part 2, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to quarter this. It's a pretty simple process. Just take your time and I'm going to quickly show you how it's done. First thing we are going to remove are the front legs, and they are actually the easiest thing to remove because there is actually no connection with any bone. So all you need is a knife. So what you're going to do is you're going to follow the line up into the armpit with the knife, and you'll see that this will actually come off quite easily. You just stick your knife in between the arm and the chest and just start working your way up. And then if you kind of spread it outward as you cut, you can see the natural way that this is going to come off. You can see here, see how I pull that leg out, and you're just working that seam up the side. See it pulling right up along the shoulder blade. Almost there. And there's the front leg. Real easy. The easiest part about it. Just set that up here. We are going to go ahead and take off the other side the exact same way. Slice up there. You see, there's a, you see the wound from the bullet. You just follow that shoulder blade up. There it is. We'll trim all that away. You can see the debris from where the bullet hit, where it blew hair through it and everything. But we'll set that aside for now. And let's move on up the body. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the rear quarter off of here. This gets a little bit tricky. Hadn't done this in a year, so hopefully I can remember how to do it. But just go right down the natural seam down the center to start. And then you're also going to have your natural seam that runs between the body and the ham of the deer here. So you're just going to slice up into there and just run your knife into the pelvis. So now what you're going to actually do is I am going to unhook the leg that I'm working on from the gamble and let it hang. Just like so. Okay, see how I have the leg off here? And that way I can put downward pressure on this as I cut down through here. Now that I've got my downward pressure, I'm actually just going to go right along here. And you got to come around the pelvis. You kind of feel your way around the pelvis. Just try to keep, you can feel your knife with your knife where the bone is. And there's one key feature you're looking for. I'll show you exactly what that is. Let me just make sure I got it all the way around. Just about. Okay. Here's the key feature you're looking for. I'm going to bring you in close. Okay, you're looking for this right here. You see that shiny? What that right there is the ball joint. That is where the femur goes into the hip. And what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to run your knife in between that and break that connective tissue, and this hind quarter will actually come off. Okay. So now you're gonna take your knife. You see when you move it here, and you're gonna get in around that ball joint with the knife. And I'm just about through. Whoops. Just about. And there, I'm through the ball joint. So now I should just be able to, boom. Okay. Here's the rear. Here's the rear quarter. It came right off. So I'm gonna lay this up here on the table. And now we're gonna move on to the rest of the deer. We are essentially gonna do the exact same thing with this other side. Where I can see, okay. So a little trick to do with this side is to go in a nice clean area of the ribs and run your knife through the ribs. Like so. Take a little piece out. And that will, you see here? Let me show you. There. So I took me a little piece of rib out. I hope you can see that. But you see here, right here, what you're going to do there is that is going to be a good handhold so you can catch this when this drops. So now I am going to do the same thing, work my way around the pelvis and release this rear leg from the body. Okay, so first I could just follow that natural seam up the leg. Okay. And then we're going to start here in the back. Find that pelvis. And work our way around. And then any leftover meat down here on the pelvis you'll be able to take off and keep, and then that can go into the burgers. So, you know, yes, you want to get as much as, you know, intact as you can, but it's not like it's going to go to waste. Just try to hug that pelvis on the way down. And now I'm getting close. So I'm going to get my hand in that handhold. Where are we at here? Just a second. Okay. Now I'm going to get my hand down here in this handhold. And I'm going to try to spread this open. And try to find that ball joint. I think I see it. Yep. I see it through there. That shiny, it's like a pearl white. And just positioning your knife to where you can find your way around it. Just about got it. Move it around a little bit. Just release. There it is. I am through it. There. And then I caught the torso. I'm going to sit it over here. And then what we have left here is just the hind quarter. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a saw and I'm going to cut the remaining leg off, and then we'll have our deer pieced out. Whoa! Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here with this hind quarter. It's actually a little easier than laying down. Okay. And there is the rear quarter of the deer. Okay, there's the rear hindquarters of the deer. We have the two front legs of the deer, and then the torso of the deer. And now to state the obvious, I said I was quartering a deer. This is 5 parts. Obviously, a quarter would only be 4 parts, but this is what I used to work with. And I know it all looks a little bit rough right now. There's a lot to trim away, such as the damage from the wound that killed it right here. But I like to get it down to manageable pieces like this, and then we will move on from there. Alright guys, that's it. That's the end of this video. I hope you learned something on how to get your deer down to more manageable parts. And also, I imagine the same would kind of go for larger animals or livestock animals. If you had sheep or goats, then it would all be about the same. So that's pretty much it in this video for the part 2. I'm going to then release part 3, where I will then break these down into specific muscle groups and different cuts of meat. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I know YouTube doesn't really like these videos. They demonetize me pretty quick. But hopefully this helps somebody out there. And that is the primary purpose of this channel. I hope that it does help people, give people confidence to try this, because it's really not that hard. This whole process took me about 10 minutes probably. It took me longer messing around with the camera than actually breaking down the deer. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in part 3 in the next video. Bye.